In a small town bathed in warm sunshine, there lived a little corgi puppy named Pipi. Pipi was a very lively and curious little fellow who loved to run around and explore the wonders of the world. Pipi's mother was a gentle and wise corgi. She always watched Pipi with caring eyes, hoping he would be safe and happy every day. One morning, Pipi's mother said to him, "Pipi, today I'm going out to buy some things. You must not leave the garden. There are cars outside, and there are people you don't know. Stay at home and wait for me to come back." Pipi nodded in agreement at first, but his heart was already wandering beyond the garden. He thought, there must be so many fun things in the outside world. Mom is always too careful. I'll just go out and take a quick look, nothing bad will happen. So, after his mom left, Pipi quietly sneaked out of the house. He ran onto the street and saw a beautiful butterfly fluttering by, its colorful wings shimmering in the sunlight. Pipi was thrilled and, without a second thought, started chasing the butterfly. He crossed the road, jumped over flower beds, and kept chasing the butterfly until he reached an unfamiliar alley. It was completely quiet, and nothing looked familiar to Pipi. It was only then that he realized he had run far away and didn't know how to get back home. Pipi started to feel scared. He looked around, and the tall buildings and strange surroundings made him feel helpless. Suddenly, he heard barking. A group of strange big dogs approached, and they were much bigger than Pipi, looking quite fierce. At that moment, Pipi heard a familiar voice. It was his mother calling. She had noticed that Pipi was missing and immediately went out to find him. She finally found him in the alley. The group of big dogs looked at Pipi's brave mother with some respect and eventually walked away reluctantly. Pipi ran into his mother's arms, with tears almost flowing from his eyes. "Mom, I'm sorry. I didn't listen to you and ran out on my own. I got lost, and I was really scared." His mother gently licked the top of Pipi's head and said softly, "It's okay, Pipi. I found you. But remember, when I tell you something, it's to protect you, not to stop you from having fun." Pipi nodded and silently promised himself that he would never disobey his mother again. He understood that his mother's love and care were more important than anything else. From that day on, Pipi became more obedient. Whenever his mother gave him instructions, he followed them without question. He knew that his mother was always right, and he no longer acted recklessly like before. At the end of the story, Pipi had become more sensible. Every day, he played happily in the garden with his mother. He never wandered too far again because he knew that his mother's words were his safest guide. This story teaches us that a mother's advice is usually for our safety and happiness. Although sometimes we may think we know better, true wisdom lies in listening to the guidance of our elders and avoiding unnecessary trouble.